Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. What is everyone up to? I am here with the finally conquered Mick Thomson set. Let's get a good look at this bad motherfucker. This is a great looking set. Very blacked out. Just a side from what it looks like. Maybe a very, very dark gunmetal gray. I have to make a noise here. Yeah, it happens. I didn't do it before. I swear to God. All right, so we're hanging out today. We're gonna test out two sets. Well, I've already tested one thoroughly, but I put it in another guitar. So we're gonna see how that goes. We're gonna hang out. Johnny Cecil, what's up? We're going to use some premium plugins today and some of my favorites. Why? Just my favorites? Well, maybe maybe a couple of yours as well. This is my Charvel Skatecaster, and I think this looks terrific with the set, and I think it sounds terrific with this set as well. Okay, so I need to just put my signal chain together real quick here, folks, for the testing. Gotta test it. Go to my favorites, and you guys know what I'm going for. Then I'm gonna throw in. I was gonna throw in the unified preamp, but let's just stick with it with a screamer for the moment. Let's just set this up real fast. This is the Kazrog Ampcraft 1992. This thing's awesome. There's nothing bad to say about this plugin whatsoever. It is my favorite plugin in existence. So we're going to use this. We're going to use Nameless, Sweets a little bit, and a few others. And they do look great. Man, this is a slow one today. We've got one body in this stream. Do people not like Fishman anymore? I'm sorry. Oh, come on, Brimir. You're going to disturb everyone? Sweetie, you're going to have to disturb the Samwell. This is Brimir for you. He hasn't done it all day. Not once. The second I start the stream, here comes the ball. One second, folks. Is this set rips? And it does rip. This is dethroned the Matt Heafy set as my new favorite. I don't know if I've got the height bang on, but we're going to play with that a little bit as we go. We're going to test out the bass boost and the two different voices. There's one voice here. And here's the first voice. Bass boost only works on voice 1, I think. Sounds pretty good. It sounded good earlier when I tested them. For the life of me, though, I had a real pain in my ass installing these pickups. Only because there's a couple of things here. And I've got a bit of a bone to pick, and I'm just going to be honest because I'm going to give you guys honest plugin reviews. I'm going to give you guys honest pickup reviews as well. And this set it sounds awesome, but it pissed me off in the sense that I was a bit bothered. I was just a bit bothered by the fact that like not everything that I needed came with the set. Every wiring diagram involved a three-way mini with on. Every diagram involved this mini toggle. Every single diagram involved the mini toggle. Every single one. And yet they didn't include it with the set, which is absurd, in my opinion, just absurd. Sorry, guys, just let me do the heights here. These are about 1, 2. These are at about 3 millimeters. I think I'm gonna bring them a bit closer. Just a tiny bit, and that's much closer than it needs to be. So we're gonna bring that one back and hope that that evens things out. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Where's Rudy when I need him? Rudy! Where's Rudy? Say his name and he appears. I need some advice from Rudy Castillo. What's going on, guys? It's be a slow stream, I guess, today. My God. It's going to be a slow one. I can picture it. I can feel it. It's a good day. It's a good time. So if people file in, they file in. If they don't, that's cool too. I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully people drop in. And by the way, my name is Tyler. Welcome to the show. This is the Amp Sim Show. And if you're wondering why the Amp Sim Show has pickups, because pickups revolve. Sorry, Amp Sims revolve around pickups. Pickups are all over. These are very associated items. And anything that is commonly and very commonly, or even semi-commonly, associated with Amp Sims, we cover it here. Even things that aren't, like wrestling. Speaking of which, where's Kyle Hunter? Where's Kyle? I've never really been too sure where to set the heights on Fishman. They seem to differ by set. It's not like a uniform thing. Like, just set it and forget it. Why is it that Fishmans are really tough on picking up pick rakes? Does that mean it's too close, too far away? I don't know with Fishman half the time. We're just gonna kind of keep testing and testing. All right, let's test that again. If you're out there, let me know what let's go look. Let's go look. Ideal height, Fishman, Mick Thomson. Okay. I know how. I know how to do it. Okay. Oh, it's a nickel. What? Position a nickel dead center between the top of the pickups. Both pieces. This is like the Bill Lawrence thing. Ah, really? That close? And both sides equally. Even balance. Interesting. Adjust them separately to achieve a balance. I see. Interesting. That's it. Anyways, we're doing this. We're gonna try it out here. How much is a nickel? And it's funny because I actually do have 2 nickels in here because that's how you do the Bill Lawrence pickups. I have specifically an American nickel as well in here because the American nickel is different thickness than the Canadian nickel, and these are often based on the American nickel. And if I'm not mistaken, this right here is an American nickel. Nope, this is a quarter. My bad. We're gonna use a Canadian nickel. I'm not gonna use this. I think this is gonna be too close though. I see this being too close. but we're going to try it and see what happens. Also, I wouldn't recommend rubbing a nickel on your Mick Thomson pickups because, as I've noticed, these pickups are, like many Fishman sets, easy to scratch. Sorry, guys, this is what it is. I'm just kind of trying to get my heights right here, and all right, that should be good. And then we're not going to worry too much about the neck pickup, but we're going to get to it. But all right, let's see what we got. I'm having a doubt. I'm having a doubt here. I feel like this is going to be too close. You hear that? Like, I can't get it to do the... I just can't get it. I can't get it to do what I want for the pick rake. I've always wondered that about Fishmans. And it's not like it's just one either. It happens. Mark Hysteria, what's going on, dude? 1.9 millimeters. All right, let me see what I got. This is just over 2 right now. Just over 2. Wow, we got all folks in the house today. Baritone Goat. Actually, this is the guy I need. This is the guy I need right here. Actually, we don't have a screen just now. Where did you set? Where did you set yours? Hold on. Good luck finding a good answer. The height is around 2 millimeters for bass and 1.5 for treble. All right. Let's try that. Let's try to bring it up. Let's try to bring it up and see what happens here. The most interesting TV in the world. Watching some asshole in Canada fuck with his pickups. Let's see what we can get though. I'm looking forward to it. So let's see. There's no rake there at all. Nothing. You got nothing. I definitely don't like them that high. I liked them better backed off. Son of a bitch. That's why I can't work on other people's guitars. I had screwdriver slippage syndrome. Yeah, I don't know, man. I had these sounding better before. Then all of a sudden, I don't have them sounding as good. I think that sounds pretty solid to my ears anyways. Let's set up the pedal. This guitar is sort of just I trust it. It works as such a great pickup testing instrument. Lots of room to work. It's got the pickup rings. I don't have to drill anything out. And the guitar just sounds good. It's a great sounding guitar. So it just really does give the pickups a good bunch of room to work. There's a lot of... I still think this is one of my favorite Fishman sets. We're also going to try a couple different sims today. Nameless is going to make its way in as well. I'm going to bring that in. Why aren't you using the X version? Because I like the original version better. Oh, but the X version has all the amenities. I don't care about the amenities. Give me crushing amp. Leave me alone. All right, so I'm gonna nuke all the things. I'm gonna just use my own stuff, and the amp is what I be needing anyways. So snarls there. So my only major gripe with this set, I have two gripes with this set. One is with all sets. Can we be honest? As Fishman users, as Fishman experienced users, or even as Fishman interested, maybe future customers, can we all agree that, or can most of us agree that the single coil feature, Voice 3, on most of the Fishman Fluence moderns is one of those features that most of us rock and metal and such players, we don't use it. And I really dislike the fact that all of their wiring diagrams that they have to be completely 100% feature rich. It has to have every single possible feature in every diagram, which for this Mick Thomson set really does we have to talk about a couple of possible questions here. You're not including the mini switch. So someone could very easily go out and buy the on off on switch instead of the triple on three-way. You want to make sure that there's no problems, no wasted money, and no inconvenience. How hard would it have been to throw the mini switch, the mini toggle in if you're going to put it in every one of your wiring diagrams? Two, if you know for a fact that all of the diagrams involve the guitar players probably having to drill a hole in their guitar for that mini toggle, wouldn't you want to make sure that you had a wiring diagram out there to make sure that if people that didn't really want the single coil, hey, listen, if you don't want the single coil options, they are cool, but if you don't want them, here's a workaround that doesn't involve the mini toggle, and you can still get the bass boost and you still get voices 1 and 2 as you're probably wanting anyway. This is my thought. And why not? I think honestly every single solitary Fishman Fluence modern set really should have in their wiring diagrams should have a workaround for Voice 3. Every single one of their Fluence modern sets, every single one of them needs a workaround for Voice 3 that maybe involves also a simplified installation for most people. Now, one of the things when I was having an issue and I went looking to one of the Fishman groups, I was told, bring it to a licensed tech. Please bring this to a licensed tech. Why? That's ridiculous. That's going to be another $100, probably $80 to $100 if I was to go and bring it to my friend that bails me out of the occasional issue. If I was to bring it to him, that's going to be $80 to $100 to get him to troubleshoot what's going on, follow the diagram, and fix whatever shit. Maybe it'll be as quick as $40, but he doesn't do anything for less than $40. That is the base price. So if it takes him an hour and a half, it's probably going to be closer to 80. Closer, 2 hours, probably $100. Okay, that's number two. What if I don't have a Fishman experience license or a Fishman license or experience tech in my area? What if I don't? And again, what if I don't want that V3? Why don't you, the builder of the pickup, the designer of the pickup, the company that could very easily, you're telling me right now that whoever comes up with their beautiful schematics, by the way, the diagrams look just so amazing. They're awesome. Super easy to follow. But if you got somebody doing those already, what does it hurt to get for each one of the sets to pay that same person to go and make How hard would it be to go and make a workaround for V3 for every single set? I'm just going to leave it there because that to me would be huge. You use it in every set though, Baritone? I don't think so. I have guitars, and if it's Fishman I'm looking for single coils, I can easily just go grab my Fishman Greg Koch set that's in my Telecaster, and it is gorgeous. That set is unbelievable. They have some amazing single coil sets over at Fishman. I would prefer that than a coil tap any day of the week. I cannot stand coil taps. I really don't like coil taps. Never have, never will. I really don't. Unless it's in a live setting, I don't see the need for it on a record. I would never use it, and I would advise other people not to do it on a record either. If you have the option to go and even borrow a guitar with regular single coils in it to get the same effect, I would advise you go borrow that instrument. You figured it out, but I think it honestly, Bo. Thanks, by the way, to Bo, because he worked with me on this one. And I'm not the smartest. I'm not the dumbest, but I'm not the smartest either. Like, I'm pretty experienced when it comes to this kind of stuff. But then there's just ways. There are a lot of holes in my knowledge, we'll say. And so thanks to Bo, as usual, for coming to the rescue today. Very appreciated, buddy. All right, so we're just gonna keep. Now I'm just throw the free unified preamplifier from Aurora DSP. Really got to get an Aurora logo put on right here. A lot of people ask me what it is, and I've got to tell them. I shouldn't have to do that, Daniel. Just kidding, buddy. Anyways, and I'm also using the Fortin, and this is kind of my testing scenario. I use why? Because I like to have everything in the chain. I like to know exactly 300% what it's giving me so that I can just tell what these things are giving me. And I still don't think I nailed the bass boost. I think there's still something up with the bass boost. I don't know if it's fully there. Maybe a placebo effect at this point. Let's try it. No, I don't think that the bass boost is working, but that's not really my, it's wired up perfectly correct. It's wired up correctly. And I just don't know if I don't know what the deal is with the bass boost, but I've got voice 1 and 2 working. That has always been my primary thing with Fishman sets. As long as I can get voices 1 and 2 working perfectly, I really don't have much of a care for what else is happening. So let's try voices 1 and 2 here. I know it's a little low right now. Sorry, guys. I'll turn it up. I'll turn it up. That's fair. Baritone likes his voice 3, and I can be honest with you and tell you that I've talked with a lot of players that just don't have a need for it. But I realize that there are a lot of people that would like all of the features for their Fishmans. And I will just tell you right now, if one thing I can tell you is that, are these good pickups? Yes. Do I like EMG more? Yes. Sometimes. I mean, it really depends on the EMG. Also, I'm really big fan of the original EMG with the actual 18-volt mod as opposed to the X series. And I know these are designed more like the X series. I'm not saying that they're the same thing. Relax. I'm just saying that these are in this sense of the X series from EMG being designed to not necessarily need the 18-volt mod. these are the same in the sense that boosting these with the 18-volt mod or the 24-volt mod or whatnot, will not get you anything. It does not really affect it. It doesn't do anything. And it is what it is. I would just say, though, if you're installing your own Fishmans, go slow. And if you've never installed a set of pickups before, do not start with a set of Fishmans. Do not. That's it. I'm not challenging you. I'm not calling you stupid. I wouldn't say that to anyone. I'm just telling you right now that I am fairly experienced with a soldering iron. I've done a lot of things with a soldering iron to burn myself. I didn't burn myself this time, though. Yeah. I did 2 wiring jobs today, and I didn't burn myself at all. Weird. Nice to see everyone today. It's super fucking rad to see everybody, actually. I actually like the height a lot more. I like them backed off more than I like them right up front. Let's try the neck pickup. Oh, damn. Anyhow, hope that everyone's having a great weekend so far. My dumbass installed a set of Fishman Abbasius as your first install ever. You were successful. I had to tech look it over to be sure. That is so brave. That is so brave, man. I'm fucking, wow. The hardest install that I ever did. And I will admit right now that I failed absolutely miserably. When I first started doing, like, not when I first started wiring, but when I first started taking it more seriously and I started getting real help and I started, I bought upgraded everything and I wasn't working like a complete hack job. I started actually buying the right files, tools, and everything else. And one of the first sets that I ever installed, and we're going to talk about pickup installation as well during these streams, because it's a big thing. Guitar modification is hugely associated with amp sims. Hugely. Man, like, I cannot tell you how many people I know that modify their own guitars and use amp sims. I can't tell you how many of those I know. It's a huge crossover in that Venn diagram. So, the getting back to it, the set that I found that I failed the hardest on was those Seymour Duncan P rails with the pickup rings that had the little mini switches on it. That is a nightmare. Go and have a look at that install. Even Bo, I think if Bo looked at it, and Bo's probably the smartest dude I know, even if Bo looked at that install, using all the voices and all the cool stuff and all the stuff involved, and I think they're called P rails. That's the one that's like half poles and half rails, and it splits all the rails and coils and does all the parallel stuff and all the crazy stuff. And I wanted to do all the crazy stuff with those, and I tried my darndest, and I failed hard at those. Failed them. I don't even remember what I did with them. I sold them. I don't remember selling them. I remember pulling them out in defeat and just moving along. That was one set I definitely failed. Sound pretty tasty jams right now. Tasty jams. Can I say I love these enough that they will live in this guitar forever? Absolutely not. They will not live in this guitar forever. There's no way. Not, but I'm going to kill. You know what? The Matt Heafy set is in that guitar right back there. Ready for the second half to jump in here and start slaying some dragons. I'm going to try that set as well during the stream and see if I like that set or not. That's another guitar where is that going to be the last set that's going into that guitar? Absolutely not. No chance. I still really don't know what I want to do with that guitar. I think it's going to be a set of EMGs for that one as well. And this guitar, I know what I want to do. Tell me what you guys think in the comments, in the chat. What I've always dreamed for this guitar, and this sounds crazy, is this a set of pickups with this finish right here. Seymour Duncan. Oh my God. Typing catastrophe today. Seymour Duncan. Green. Seymour Duncan green. Yeah, something like this in the Black Winters, a safety green. I don't know why, but I feel like this guitar is destined for a safety green set of pickups. I don't know why. I have no idea why I feel that way. I might have to do it. I also, EMG green. I may actually ask for a set of EMG green. Not like that. Wow. Hold on. Ian Green 81. Really? They have it on the website. Where is it? Okay, that's odd. Anyways, they have a green and they come in green. What about the 60? Is it 66? No, I can't find it. It's like a super, super nice green. Anyways, I was thinking about that for this guitar. I don't know yet. But nonetheless, we're here promoting a wonderful set from Fishman. I just always one of those people that's always just like, what else can I do with this guitar? Sounds super good though, guys. I have not tried Lundgren because I haven't tried a lot of BKP sets because the price is it's just complete madness. There's an R word for it that we're no longer we're allowed to say, but it's coming back, I feel, but I'm not going to be the guy to say it because of the field I work in, obviously. But there is a word for that pricing. And it's actually a correct word, too. It's that word, the R word we're talking about here, is actually something that is meant when something is super skewed and way off. That is also an actual dictionary use for that word, but nonetheless, we're not going to use it. The point is here, like the whoomp is. The point is here that I believe that the price of the bare knuckles is just complete madness. They're beautiful pickups and they sound incredible, but I'm not going to pay $700 for a set of pickups. There's no universe where that happens. I'm not paying $600 or $500 for a set of pickups either. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. And when it comes to the Lundgrens, not really. Again, they're very expensive. I would love those. I've never tried. I've heard a lot of them. I've listened to a lot of clips, and I think they sound incredible. There's a few BKP sets I would love to get my hands on, but I'm nowhere. I'm not even in the same galaxy as what it takes to get free stuff, or even just like free testing sets that you can like test and send back. I have not built up any relationship, or I'm not anywhere near that big to be able to ask BKP for anything. It's nice that I have support from Fishman and EMG, and Seymour Duncan also gives me a nice artist cut if I want to use that. It sounds pretty solid to my ears, guys. This is voice 2, by the way. $400 US. Is Kyle here? Where's Kyle? We missed it. I missed it again. My sync is off, though. Man, if Kyle comes in here with the next 5 minutes, it's going to be sick. But nice to see Fishman moving to solderless. Like, come on, right? Right? That would be nice to see solderless as well from them. I don't know how they haven't yet. I realize that not every company can cater to that. And I mean, to be honest with you, are they hard to install? Yes. I would say that they would take usually an intermediate skill sets, you know, a decent soldering iron and, you know, and so on, right? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I think these are getting warm to the right height now. Sounds nice. Bow. Weird. Hold on a sec here. I'm confused. Hold on. I think there's just something weird has happened. There's definitely a bass boost on the neck. Yeah, there's definitely a bass boost on that, but I can't hear it on the bridge. Yeah, I can. No, it's there. It's on both pickups. $400 US in Canadian funds would be an absolute hammer of destruction. That'd be like $650 on pickups. If I spent $650 on a set of pickups at this point right now with the budget I have, I'd kick my own ass. Although I'm super glad that the pawn shop near my house no longer has that Mick Thomson guitar. Lundgren are very unique. They're low resistance, but have a fair bit of output and such, have a clanky modern top end. Ooh, that's just, man, you're just, ugh. You selling a set? You want to trade skis? You want to trade something? You want to trade? You want to trade? You want to trade? You want to trade? You have something for you? You want to trade? It would be nice to see Fishman add some wiring, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. Thank you, by the way, so much to Fishman for always being cool and sending me some stuff. I'm not going to kiss ass for free stuff. I was promoted as such, and I promoted honestly, and I showcased it honestly. And for me, this set is really cool. Like, it's really good. This is a very, very solid sounding set. And I really want to get the heights right at some point, but we'll see. Now I'm going to bring up I think this sounds pretty good on the neck pickup right now, but we're going to bring it up just a bit. Yeah, you can definitely hear the voicing and the bass boost is definitely there, but then it's strange. It's very interesting. Wow, it's getting better as we go. This is getting better and better. All right, it's going to go turn this off and wheel it back. I'm just going to go with a different tone here. There's the rigs. Starting to show up here. It's sounding nice. Sounding really nice. Easily my favorite Fishman set so far. It just takes over the Matt Heafy set. The Matt Heafy set is still terrific. And before I send it out to Bo, I wanted to give it a try in like low tunings and get some more knowledge and research off of that set before I send it on its way. And that I didn't screw up at all, but it's really strange that the tone pot almost acted like it wasn't there. So I just unhooked it, and now it sounds fine. But it's definitely, that is much easier install. The Heafy set, it was just like bam, bam, boom, it's done. Super easy set to install, that one. So my rig right now would be a TC Electronics integrated preamp, aka the free unified preamplifier here. I'm using just the amp from the Fortin Nameless, the original Fortin Nameless suite. And I'm also using the Dr. Bonkers EGA 412 414 Hype Reel Mix. And I'm telling you right now, if you've never used the Dr. Bonkers EGA 412 pack, this is an angle cabinet, 412 cabinet. It's a big, beefy, awesome sounding impulse response pack. Not expensive. I saw it recently for like $4.99, $5.99. I'm not sure. It might be $9.99 now at most, $14 or $15.99. Go and check out Dr. Bonkers Sound Lab, and also make sure, obviously I don't have to tell you to check out Neural DSP. You already know they exist, and you already know that their stuff rips. Aurora DSP, you may or may not know about how much their stuff rips, but in fact does absolutely rip. All right, so we're just hanging today, and the next plugin I use, I'm kind of not 100% sure which one it's going to be just yet, but we're going to do something fun on the back end here. Man, this sounds solid. Has anybody tried the Richard Crispy? Can we just call him Richie Crisps? So I'm not fucking up his name all the time. Can I do the North American thing and just call him Richie Crisps? Because if I knew him and if I was like one of his friends, I would definitely be calling him Richie Crisps. Oh, Dick Crisps. Dick Crisp. Yeah, it sounds terrific. It sounds really nice. So many signature sets of so many people that recorded the tones that made them famous with EMG 81s. You said it, I didn't, but that definitely sounds like something I would say. So I fucking love that a lot. And I just wish there's one human being that if he saw that, I'm not gonna name drop right now, but if you know, you know. I know one human being that if he saw you say that, it would just probably make steam shoot out of his ears. And it'd be absolutely correct because that human being himself also did all of his best recording with EMG 81s. Give me the cash. That's beside the point. Fishman and EMG are different. They're just different. They are just different entities. They're different things. They're different items. They're different sounding things. It's like DiMarzio and Seymour Duncan. They're different. They just sound different. And it's okay to have different brands inside one. And why is it that with like when there's a new pickup, why is it when there's a new passive pickup company that comes out, everyone's just like, take a look at this. It's a cool. Who's this new company? Oh man, their stuff looks awesome. Oh man, I kind of want to check it out. Oh, I like their social media. Like, can I hear some tone clips? That's the general conversation when a newer passive pickup manufacturer winder comes to the market. However, when a new active product or a new active company has come to market since the invention of EMG, it's always been the same thing. There's one side that always says, this is shit, it's fucking garbage. And then the other side immediately goes, this is going to replace EMG. Ah, it's it. It's over for EMG. They might as well just close the doors. That's it. It's over. They said that when the blackout stuff started. They said that when like the Fishman stuff has started happening as well. Guess what? EMG's doors are still wide open. Just like if there's another active company that comes to market tomorrow, and I wish another one would because it would be fun. It's like this, it'll be this like internal turmoil. I must switch all of my guitars immediately to this new brand. What do I do? No, you don't have to do that. You can just go try one set, see if you like them. And if you really like them that much, maybe install them slowly into a few guitars. There were people that did that, though, with Fishman. They just literally switched all their EMGs to Fishmans. And it's like, why can't you support both? Why does it have to be like, I love Seymour Duncan. I love DiMarzio. I love Aurora Tone. I love, bare knuckles are rad. There's lots of analog not analog. There's lots of passive winders that I think are amazing. But with that, like with So why can't we appreciate more than one active company? Why can't we? Why is that not allowed? So I'm going to go ahead and just, do I like EMG more? Yes. Do I like Fishman? Some of them. I've tried some sets where they sounded kind of cardboardy and just, but the best pickup I tried was the Ryan Bruce Ryan Bridge. Oh my God, Ryan Bruce. This whole thing, I'm going to get it out sometime. Here we go. The Ryan Bruce signature Fishman Fluence modern bridge pickup. Yeah, I did it. I have so many people I want to thank. Anyways, that pickup is awesome with the little jumper on for the little, there's the jumper on that pickup that does something like just, it's like real magic. So if you have that pickup, make sure you use the jumper on that last pin like it tells you that you can do, because it just instantly makes that pickup sound rad. And I think every single Fishman Fluence modern bridge pickup should have that ability to just take the jumper and just make it sound rad, or with that one, poop, and it's all done. Or to even have that on like a switch where you could go back and forth like these, right? That'd be awesome too. Or a wiring diagram, like just things that you should be able to do. I realize that every Fishman set is different, but that said, that particular pickup is the best bridge pickup I had tried. It didn't come in a set, so I'm going by sets. And this here, Mick Thomson Fishman Fluence Modern set is the best set that I have tried. Second place is coming up in the second half of this stream. We're going to get a little bit more out of this as well, though. I also know some people that switched from EMG to Fishman and switched right on back. They like quickly. And then a lot of people have started to switch back. Even some of those signature artists that originally jumped ship from EMG to Fishman, some of those signature artists and those bigger name artists made their way back over slowly but surely. You guys have seen it, I'm sure. Why am I running over all my shit? Damn it. So yeah, I wouldn't mind getting some in-ears for doing this stuff. Sounds terrific. I'm really enjoying myself here. The next guitar this will go into is maybe my Iceman. I'm restringing the Iceman to go lower tonight. We'll see how that turns out. I was thinking about switching one of the bridge pickups. I'm just in that mode where I want to switch pickups around, do fun things with them. Everybody gets those moments, I think. Oh, we're talking favorite pickups of all time. Also, have we heard about Dean Lamb's new guitar prototype? The one he's going to be Ethos guitar he's going to be selling? Man, it looks sick. It looks really cool. It looks awesome. I'm super interested in what he's bringing to the table with that one. Am I going to buy one? No, I have no interest in 7s or 8 strings. I like drop 6s, baritone 6s, and all kinds of 6s, but I'm not really a fan of 7s or 8s. If I had to choose, though, it'd be a 7 over or an 8 over a 7. But those guitars look super cool. Very cool looking. And they chose the Nazgul and Sentient for the pickups, which was kind of surprising to me. It was rather surprising to me that he went that way with the pickups. I was quite shocked that he didn't decide to go with something like OEM, like something really good, like a Duncan, not a Duncan designed. I know he wants it to be premium, but yeah, I don't know. I was surprised that he went with like the Nazgul Sentient, but I was really happy about that because that set rips. That was the set that I was really considering putting in this guitar, but it's not really. I'm gonna put a Sentient in this guitar eventually, but over here, I don't know. But if we're talking about favorite pickups ever made ever, gosh, that for me have to be the Bill Lawrence USA L500 XL. That pickup rips. Geez, the EMG 81 with the 18 volt mod, that's a fantastic setup. There's a lot of really sick ideas out there. Rudy Castillo, where were you earlier? We needed you. Or did you talk earlier and I just missed it? The Nazgul, I agree, is one of their greatest pickups ever. But don't knock the Pegasus, though. The Pegasus has a really unique bite to it that I always really enjoyed. That is a really unique sounding pickup that cuts just so nicely. Super, super cool pickup, that one. But I think the Nazgul also really needs a tone knob, just in case. It really depends on the guitar it goes into. It really depends on the guitar it goes into. Because if a brighter guitar and the Nazgul together with no tone knob, that you could end up making a... You're going to have to dial back some things, and that's a lot of top end. That's just like enough to sear a hole in like a wall, a concrete wall. Man, that sounds terrific, folks. No doubt here. Yeah, the Nazgul's a pickup. I tried it in a guitar and then ended up trading that guitar for another guitar. Never got another shot with it. I don't really care for the Black Winter. It's sort of hit and miss with me. Sometimes it sounds really good, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. It really depends on what you guys like and don't like. But the Nazgul, I think, is one of the ones I'd like to give a shot to sometime soon. Yeah. I'm aware you can't do any mods with a Fishman. You're not. It doesn't benefit from 18 or 24 or anything. It doesn't benefit from any of that nonsense. I have the Nazgul in 4 guitars and I play in standard and I love it. Yeah, it's one of those pickups that it's apparently quite good. No, Mark, there's like Ken Susi and a number of higher up people at Fishman, as well as some of like the forum people there and stuff like that. It's said, I've just did a lot of research on it and also talked to one of our team members here that also did some research on it. And there's just no benefit to modifying, to adding another battery to the Fishmans. There's just no benefit apparently, as I'm told. That sounds terrific. Yeah, easily my favorite Fishman set. By like these, like this much, like this much, humongous big. 18 volt, the upper tolerance is the upper tolerance for Fishman. 24 will damage the preamp. Added volts won't change anything about the tone. Yeah, that's what I've been told by several people, is that they're just designed to not accommodate said things. That's cool. That's cool. I understand. Like that's like, again, not every active pickup is built the same. Well, here's my question though, guys. With With the blackouts, do the blackouts do well with the 18 volts, 24 volts? Are the blackouts the same? I can't remember. I've only used one set, and I didn't use any modifications whatsoever. I think I just used the Jeff Loomis set? Is it Jeff Loomis set? I don't know. I remember using one set of blackouts, and it was a fleeting moment. It's sounding nice right now, really nice. Maybe I'll have to do that. Maybe I'll have to, install a set of blackouts in something. Because I've got Fishmans installed in a couple. I've got EMGs installed in a couple. I might as well cover all the bases. I don't mind that. Insert why not. So again, real quick, I love this set. I think it's fantastic. There's a few things that pissed me off about it that I just want to translate over to you folks. If you're interested in picking this set up in the future, you will need a three-way on three-way mini toggle switch. If you want the wiring diagram that I used that was made up by Bo is now on the Fishman Fanatics forum as the workaround for the V3. If you want the V1 through V2, V3, you are going to have to drill a hole into your guitar and use two different push-pulls. Okay? Is it the easiest wiring diagram ever? No, it's not. Is it the hardest? No, it's not. It's not as if you've got a super switch and you're, you know what I mean? If you want to use a super switch, though, they give you that option. A lot of the wiring diagrams, you can use super switch and Grigsby's and all those other things and whatever. You can use all those different switches. That's fine. But what they don't provide for you, and the other thing that irritated me, they don't provide the workaround for the people that don't want to drill a hole in their guitar. Not everybody wants to put a mini switch. This has had a mini switch in it since I put the Devin Townsend set in it. I wanted to do all the different things, so I put a mini switch in it, and so therefore it's not a big deal to go in and out with a mini switch, because it actually looks pretty good, like it's actually meant to be there. It doesn't look bad, but for some people, they don't want to drill a hole in their guitar. And I think it's really very, very, imagine that. Like, if I'm Mick Thomson, I'm going to be like, yeah, you guys need to come up with a wiring diagram for people that don't want to use the single coil voicing and maybe don't want to drill a hole in their guitar. If I'm the signature artist, I'm not saying Mick Thomson needs to do that, but if I'm the signature artist, I am definitely having that way of thinking, like, I don't know if I want anybody drilling a hole in their guitar just for me and then cursing my name when if they don't like the set. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things that beware that you are going to have to drill a hole in your guitar if you don't already have a pot for a mini switch. Or, as I've seen it done, if you don't like your tone knob, you can also remove your tone knob and use a series of a couple different washers and just put a mini switch right into your tone pot situation there. That's fine as well. You can do that. It's fine. And the other cool thing is this guitar came with a battery compartment in it. Pop, which was cool. So I just used the compartment that was in it from stock, which was fantastic. I tried to do the same thing with the Destroyer over there, but it was broken. It was one of those, you remember those ones that came out in like the 2000s, the ones that like you could push and it just ejected it, and then you could take the battery out of this plastic apparatus and put the new battery back in and secure it and clip it shut. Is it going to war? Like, is it about to jump out of a plane? Like, why did we ever need to secure the battery? That was ridiculous. Anyways, this thing was notorious for jamming up, and I just could not bring it back to its working form. So I just went straight into the guitar on that one. He runs it just a bass boost and regular. what I would do is run 2 volumes and do a mini toggle. That's what I did with this guitar right here. And I'm just saying, for people that don't want to run the mini toggle, it'd be nice to have that workaround for everyone, right? And it just is what it is. All right, what I will say here is I'm just gonna do a real quick. Again, we'll show you guys what the various modes sound like real quick before I go and use this other guitar. Here we go. So this is completely standard voice 1, bridge pickup. Here we go with the bass boost. Here we go, voice 2. And here's the neck, voice 1. Voice 2 in the neck. Now we use the bass boost, voice 1. So that's what this sounds like. It's a great sounding set. Will it live in this guitar ever? Probably not. It might move it to a different guitar, aka that guy right over there. That guitar right over there is probably going to get this set before long. I feel really strong about this set right here in that guitar. So before I do that, we're going to try the Matt Heafy set, and I'm going to do that second half. It's going to be rad. I'm going to be here. You guys will be here. And then we're going to get out of here in about an hour after I come back. And just keep chugging. If there's an amp sim you'd like to hear the Matt Heafy, the Trivium Matt Heafy set through, let me know. I'm going to probably bust out the Trivium amp sim. Although Trivium is not known to play in B or B flat. I haven't tuned in B. We're going to see how it sounds and go from there. I wired up the KSE set with a 5-way switch that did voice 3. 5-way switches make me angry. Those half positions make me just want to pull the switch right out of the guitar and not play it anymore. I'm one of those people. I'm just so minimalist. Even when I'm using a Strat, I like a nice 3-way switch, like a Tele style switch. And then I'll put that middle pickup on like a slave 2-way mini switch on simple on-off switch, where I can just kind of just toggle the middle pickup on in whatever the position I would like. I like it like that better for some reason. Those half positions. Yeah, I don't even use the middle position. I don't think I've ever in my entire life used the middle position for anything except for playing Hot for Teacher. And occasionally with my Telecasters, I like the middle position. But with humbuckers, never, not ever have I used the middle position. Not ever. I actually think a lot of the guitars I have with humbuckers would be fine with just 2-way mini switches instead of any 3-way switch whatsoever. I just never use them. I never use that middle position. Tell me in the comments, what's your favorite? Do you guys use that middle position? Do you ever use it? Also, are you a fan of having a single coil in between your single coil in between your humbuckers? Do you guys dig that stuff? Let me know. I'm going to take a 2 or 3 minute break. Thank you so much to Fishman. Thank you so much to you guys for being here. I appreciate you. Like and subscribe if you don't mind. We appreciate it. If you're watching this after the fact too, please do get something started in the comments. Something positive though. Don't be a douche. Be nice. I don't have time to sift through that crap, so I'll just delete it. Have I tried the mirror profiles? The mirror profiles IRs. They're really good. You're going to have to be real convincing to get me to purchase or care about any new IRs. I have so many. If the IRs that I have were real cabinets, I would need an airplane hangar to fit them in, and I might even need 2. So I have a lot of cabs at this point. I will be right back. I'm giving this set an 8.5, and let's give it a nice crisp 9. The only reason I'm giving it a 9 is because of the real irritation with the mini toggle thing. That annoyed me. It is what it is. I'll cry about it if I want to. It's my party. All right, guys, give me your 2 or 3.
For a broken hearted, no silent prayer for the faith departed. I ain't gonna be just a face in the crowd. You're gonna hear my voice. I shut it out loud. It's my life and it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just want to live while I'm alive. It's my life, my heart is like an open highway. As Frankie said, I did it my way. I just want to live while I'm alive. It's my life. This for the one who stood their ground. For Tommy and Gina who never back down. Tomorrow's getting harder, make no mistake. Your luck ain't even luck, you'll have to make your own breaks. It's my life and it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just want to live while I'm alive. It's my life, my heart is like an open highway. As long as I did it my way, I don't wanna live another life. It's my life. It's my life, it's my business, so live your life and set me free. I got my own life, you got your own life, you know everything, Papa know it all. Stop buzzing me, stop pushing me, stop telling me, stop bothering me, stop pulling me, stop fighting me, stop pressing me. It's my life. It's my life. It's my life, my problems. It's my life, my burdens. It's my life, my troubles. It's my
I love this cover. I don't know why. If you don't like it, that's fine. But I mean, you can you put an Eastern European spin or a Balkan spin on just about any song, it's going to be a win for me. I'm just going to be straight up with you. I'm not going to laugh at anybody. Whatever works for you. If you have for blues, if you want to use a coil tapped Nazgul, you go right ahead. Whatever works for you. Personally, for blues, I'm one of those people. I don't play a lot of blues, but if I wanted to start playing more blues, I would just convert my Strat back to what I call blues mode. Currently, it's in Slayer mode. Not really enjoying it in Slayer mode either. I don't think it really should be in Slayer mode all that much longer. But anyways, this is the Matt Heath. He said, super excited. It looks so sick in the Destroyer here. It looks really good in this guitar. They look awesome. They actually never looked better than when they did in my Ibanez, but nonetheless, we're going to give these a go and see what we can come up with. And the strings on this guitar are brutal right now. It's got a plain, again, a plain G on this set, tuned in B. It's just not working. I hate it. I hate it so very much. I bought the set by accident. My own fault. I know. Shit happens. So this is another scenario where I'm going to kind of just negotiate with this set as I go for height. And this is actually right about where I had the last one. So let's see what we got. I'm going to take some of the beef out of it. Let's take some of the beef out of that. Make sure we can take a little bit of that out. All right, let's see what we got here now. Yeah, I like this in B flat. It's too much tension. So we're going to go back down to B flat, A sharp. I was trying to just kind of tune it up and thinking maybe I could make that work. It's just these strings. I should never have purchased these strings, but I was trying to get more life out of them. And believe me, I wanted to cut them off today when I did the swap, and I'm going to cut them off tomorrow. I hate these strings so much. I can't remember what the set's called, but I accidentally bought it thinking that there was a wound G, and it turned out to be it's a plain G. And when you're tuned, I'm sorry, but when I'm if I'm any lower than D, I absolutely cannot deal. I can't deal without a wound G. It sounds so slack and thunky. It never stays in tune. It's just garbage. The G never stays in tune on half the guitars anyways. Never mind when it's plain, and it sounds awful. Let's go back to it. That sounds a bit better. It's pretty muddy. It's pretty muddy in comparison to the Mick Thomson pickups. These are quite muddy. And I'm not really sure how I'm going to unmuddy them. How would you guys suggest unmuddying them? Let's see what we got here. Man, I'm hearing a bass line in the background that was just shredding. Sorry for the slow going, guys. Gotta do what you gotta do. And I've got one string there that is definitely not where it's supposed to be. And there you are. I can see you. Oops. Sorry, folks. It is what it is. It's Saturday. And it's dark already, man. My neck of the woods does not screw about when it comes to this time of year. It is definitely in the mood to be cold. Let's get some more top skis up here. All right, let's tune this up one more time. Now it's just getting settled. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful weekend. And which plugins are you guys laying into this weekend? What are you guys playing around on? What are you guys recording? Did you get a new guitar? Did you get a new pedal? Did you get a new plugin? Did you get a new IR pack like Rudy? Do tell in the comments. Always want to hear about your purchases. Especially if it's something you don't like. I want to know about it because maybe we can help fix that for you. These are 60, these are, I think, 62 to something. Not, I bought them, again, completely on accident. And I just was not, still not happy about it. They're just too low. Too thick. I prefer to stick with 58s or 60s. And I think these are like 62 to something, and that is just that one string completely screws up the entire set. I'm going to go back to Ampcraft now, real quick, and we are going to chill with that. See what we got. Wow, that got darker quick. It got so much darker, so much faster there. That is bizarre. That is so much. Hey, that's cool. I mean, everybody has different things. I don't use the middle position, but there you are telling me that you do, and that's okay. We're all different folks. What was that all about? Your snacks are falling off the fridge. 100K Marshall 100K IR pack. What's that all about? Nosferatu's impressive amps in for the price. Oh, ho, free 99. Actually, it's just free, not 99. It does. It actually does kick some ass, man. Nosferatu does not screw around. It does not. I'm actually going to go back to the Thomson guitar. Right now, I'm a lot less motivated with this guitar right now. I'm going to take literally a 30-second break, go grab the Thomson guitar again, and we're going to be back here in a flash. Hello, I'm back. Yeah, I don't know, man. This set absolutely obliterates the Heafy set for me. So I'm gonna pull those out next chance I get, and send them over. Send them over to Mr. Bo. So much better. So much better, dude. These things rip. This set rips. That's crushing. Crushing! But I do want What? What do you mean? That's what I've been eating. Yes. Yar. This is my very favorite overdrive pedal plugin. This is the Dead Horse, the official licensed Protone Dead Horse, a company that no longer officially fully exists. But Dennis over there decided, you know what? I want to do some kick-ass shit on my way out. And this is what he did. He got a 3-pack of plugins. That sounds terrific. Little out since I put it back on the shelf. Man, stellar. This set is awesome. I'm going to hang on to this set. Whether or not it stays in this guitar or goes into another one, I'm not sure, but I'm going to hang on to this set for a while. Just like the Greg Koch set, some of the sets have kind of come and gone that I've had, and in fact, they've all come and gone. But the Mick Thomson set, this set absolutely rips. It's also a 66, aka the 33 in here. A few other pedals you can find in this plugin. This plugin is absolutely awesome. It sounded pretty good to me. I don't know about you guys. I'm enjoying it. This set is, see, again, I'm like motivated right away. The other one, I was just not. That guitar is an interesting bird. I'm still really, I think the Nazgul set might be what that guitar needs. It really needs something with bite. Bite. It's not, doesn't have anything with bite. It's a very large, round, dark sounding guitar. Beautiful. Beautiful. Perfectly brutal. And I think this is this sounds terrific to me. I'm really, again, I feel motivated to play this guitar. If it could stay in tune, that'd be terrific as well. This guitar's really never been an issue for tuning for me. Doing something different here. Just a bit different. Let's see what we got. There's the pick breaks starting to come out. I'm really just, yeah, the set rips. I'm very excited about it. Ooh. Voice 2 with this setup sounds super brutal. Wow. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes, this set sounds delicious. Wonderful pickup set. Very excited about this pickup set. I am just firmly on board with this pickup set. You think I should keep them on this guitar? You don't think that I should try them in the Distoria? Now I'm just gonna put some really bright beasts in that guitar. I think you're right. These are gonna live in this guitar for a bit, for sure. Oh, the twang sounds nice now. All right, sounding way better than, wow. Holy cow, these are just so far above anything I've ever tried from Fishman. Holy shit. I just couldn't be more excited about this pickup set. Holy shit. Holy shit. I am just flabbergasted by how good this pickup sounds. This pickup set sounds. Holy shit. And you guys know that just because I occasionally get some free stuff from companies now and again, that doesn't always mean I'm going to like it. I'm not going to pretend to like it either. There's a particular set that Fishman sent me, just the very last set that they sent me, where I did a stream and I cut it short and I deleted that stream because I really did not like that set at all. And that's okay. You know what I mean? But what I mean is just like, and if you're an influencer out there, there's nothing wrong with sending a set back to a company or emailing them and just saying, hey, I didn't really dig this set as much as I initially thought. What would you like me to do with this set? Do you want me to send them back to you? Sometimes they'll tell you to just keep it. But there's no harm in saying that. It doesn't mean the company isn't going to turn to you and say, we'll never give this guy anything ever again. What might get you that treatment is doing a really negative review on what you've received, for whether it be for free or a discounted rate, or even if you've purchased it. If it's something you don't genuinely like, don't do a review on it. That's it. You know what I mean? Because what you don't like might be something that somebody else does like. And as long as you present something positively, you stand a chance to influence somebody to maybe also enjoy that item or give it a shot at very least. Whereas if you say something is fucking horrible, you may be doing yourself, and you're definitely doing yourself a disservice, because you could very simply just not do content for it, report your dislike, professionally to the company and say, hey guys, I didn't like this set. It's just to this or to that, or I was confused on this, or maybe the install didn't go well, and you might have screwed up the install. They might say, hey, that sounds really weird. Can you check the wiring for us to make sure it's, and I've had that happen. Can you check the wiring for us and just send us a picture? Just make sure that everything is, before you tell us you don't like it, we're going to help you to see if maybe we can fix this up. There are a lot of times they're going to that, or they're just going to say, thanks very much. Appreciate your being honesty. We appreciate your honesty, but no demo needed, whatever. We're going to move on. And they'll appreciate that versus doing a negative review and being like, I just straight up hate this, it sucks. The only time that's okay is when it's a positive grid product. No problem. Run that company into the ground as often as you'd like, and I will fully support your efforts. Duncan is really good about, if you don't like a set, they took the pickups back. Really? Oftentimes, if they've been installed, they'll be like, I don't know. Seymour Duncan gave me a refund one time when I bought a red JB that was being presented as their old red. You guys, if you've been through a bunch of my streams, you'll remember this. Seymour Duncan had a very vibrant red once upon a time. It was like a vibrant fire engine red. You could see it. But it wasn't neon, but it was just really like, bam, it was. And I ordered a red JB, which they had presented in the old red. And then they sent me the new red, which was completely different, and it was awful looking. It's terrible. It's like a blood red. Why? There's a place for both of those things. Why would you replace a vibrant red fire engine red with a blood red, a dried up blood red? Why would you do that? Why was that? Why is one replacing the other? It's different colors, brother. Why would you do that? Anyhow, you can still order the old red, I guess, through the custom shop, which is insane because the old red is just so much nicer than the blood red. Anyways, that's the only time I ever got a refund from that company. However, now, Rudy, have you tried the Richard Cruspy set? I didn't see what you said earlier. Has anybody tried that set? Because I'll be straight up and honest with you. I really like Rammstein, and I want to try his pickups. Holy, this sounds so good. It sounds awesome. Bass boost again. That sounds super good. Let's wheel this back. John Simons has a video on them, but I haven't tried the pickups firsthand. I only tried the moderns and the mix, right besides the Nazguls. You EMG set. What did you think about that video, Baritone? Before I go watch it, what did you think on that set? What did you think he really felt? How was his excitement level? How did you genuinely feel he felt about those pickups? Because John's one of those guys I trust when it comes to things. Like if John says something sounds good, even if he's being paid to say it sounds good, John's not normally one that's going to demo anything that sounds like shit. So anything that John demos, I know that it's legit. And if you've not seen John Simons' content, he's been around for a long time. He does great stuff. He did a lot of work with Own Hammer, Line 6, and some other situations. Super nice human being. And somebody that I think definitely deserves your subscription if you have not subscribed to John's channel just yet. Maybe suppliers changed with the plastic. I don't care, man. If I run a company and they send me, like, I'm looking to replace a color that I know my customers really like. And then, you know, these new variations of the plastics come in and it's looking like blood red instead of a fire engine red, like a loud fire engine red. Like, I'm just like, wow, that is not the same color. Please give me some other options. That is not going to satisfy my need. I'm not paying for this plastic because this is not red. This is damn near burgundy. I'll show it to you. It's in a box. I should have just brought it on with me. He's a big Rammstein fan. He likes them and appreciates the mix of classic look with the poles and the more technical precision of the active voicing. All right. Maybe I need to try. So yeah, this is a big win, as I've said several times in this episode. It's a huge win, this set. The Mick Thomson said it's not the brightest. It's not overwhelmingly high output. But it does get bright, and you can it's super versatile. It could also do rock. I'm pretty sure it could very easily do rock tones. We can go to the other channel just for fun skis and see what it can do for fun. Let's see. Okay, now I can force back some of this. Really, I just tuned you. I think I dropped this bridge. I think I might need to redo the intonation. Wowzers, that sounds it sounds super cool. Wowzers. Oh, that second voice is now just so much more obvious to me now. Oh, now, okay, now we have gotten somewhere. We've been to many places today that all fucking ripped, and all with just one or two different amp sims. This is the Ampcraft. This is the Kazrog Ampcraft 1992. This is my favorite amp sim in existence. I think this is like the 5150 is my favorite amp ever. And this is my favorite plugin ever based on that amp. There isn't a better one out there, period. Just my opinion. You don't have to share that opinion. But this is a remarkable plugin based on a remarkable amp. And now my other favorite is the Fortin Nameless Suite, the original, not the X series. I don't know why. They sound different to me. They respond different to me. You just test them side by side for yourself and let me know how you feel about it, because how I feel about it is irrelevant. If you like it and if you think the other one's better, no problem. But if your only reason for saying that the other one is better is because it has a transpose feature, I want to step on your toes. That's what I want to do. I want to step on your toes. Bam, bam, bam with my heel. Bam, bam. The transpose feature and the amenities don't make it better. If the amp itself has been made to sound different or lesser in any way, shape, or form, when it was originally, people had done, avid users had done research and determined that this was a one-to-one replica of an amazing amp. They did all the different spectral readings and determined this was a one-to-one replica, or as close to as humanly possible. And to change it and make it sound lesser in any way, I don't know about that. Anyways, we'll do it side by side in one of the next episodes. But this and this were the only amp sims we used today, and I think that some people might look at this and be like, oh, it doesn't look the way I want it to look, or it doesn't this or that, but just go by the sound. I'm just using my own cab today, but really the cabinets they give you here, they give you a pretty nice little bunch. They give you a Marshall 1960B, I believe, a Marshall with greenbacks, an oversized recto cab, and an orange. And then you can use your own in this awesome loader. It's a terrific loader that you can just fire your own right in there if you're so inclined and don't feel like using, if you want to keep it all inside the suite. No post effects anyway, so you don't really have to worry about bypassing anything. But the amp and the pedals are terrific. It's got an 808 standard. You've got the 66. You've got the Stockholm, which is an HM2 surprise. And then you've got the drive, which is I believe a Horizon Devices precision drive. So check this plugin out. And man, if you buy because of us, please do let Shane know that we sent you. And if Shane is watching this, Shane, we love your work, man. We absolutely love your work here in the AmpSim universe. Wow, that just sounds terrific to me. Oh, I fucked it. Fuck that up too, but that's okay. That was voice 2, and it sounds delicious. Although I think with voice 2, I might just turn back the resonance just a hair here. Nope, just a 6 would be nice. So you guys are hearing it, this pickup set plus this amp sim, these two different amp sims sound unbelievably good together, in my opinion. Stephen Carpenter's 6-string Fishman set is rad, apparently, and that would actually be really cool for this guitar because of that teal stripe. Oh my god, this set though, I couldn't be happier with it. I've heard, though, from the very beginning, from the very early Fishman Fluence models, though, that because the Stephen Carpenter was one of the very first sets they did, but they only did a small run of the 6 strings. It was only 7s and 8s, I think, for a while, and the 6s kind of, I don't know if they went discontinued or what, but eventually they came back. And I've actually always wanted to try one. That's an interesting theory. And man, can you imagine that set in this guitar with the teal stripe? I don't know. I mean, for aesthetics alone, that would be pretty sweet. You have me thinking now. You got me thinking now. We'll see what happens though. We'll see. Yeah, man, totally worth the headache. Right, Bo? That's what Bo and I were talking about, and I've told that to you guys as well yesterday. If these things didn't sound... When I first wired them up, I actually did get voice 1 and 2 in the scenario that I kind of screwed some things up. Somehow, some way, I screwed something up somewhere. But it wasn't totally off because I still got to experience a couple of different voicings, and I was like, wow, these sound... really good. I kind of want to just figure this out. And I said that to Bo. I was like, man, these really sound good. If they didn't sound good, I would just be like, fuck, we're just gonna get rid of this and just forget. We're gonna bail. It's whatever. But no, I was determined to get this done, and it sounds awesome. And I think these are gonna live in this guitar for a while. Eventually, I'll put something else in it. I think for the other guitar, I'm not sure what I want to do. I think because of how it's gray, it might look really cool because, you know, the Nazguls are all, they're actually all in that kind of gray color. I think that's going to be the bag. The Nazgul Sentient combo for that guitar is going to be the way to go. Not for a while. Not going to be able to do it. But I'm going to pull out those that Heafy set and send them down to Bo. They're made in the States, so no tariffs. Or actually, Baritone, did you have to pay anything on that? I really meant to ask. Did you have to pay anything on that parcel? I sold Baritone some pickups, and I mailed them down to his neck of the woods. And but did you have to pay anything? Because those things are made. That app though tried to screw me. That app tried to lie and say they were made in China. I'm like, no, they're fucking not. They're made in Massachusetts. And it tried to get me. I was like, no, you're gonna have to pay all these tariffs and all this. And if I had just been like Joe Schmo and just been like, yeah, I guess if you're telling me they're made in China, whatever. But no, I had to manually enter it. It's like, do you want to use our AI to figure out what this? And it actually did come up with this big Fishman Fluence modern pickups, blah, blee, blue. This big explanation. Origin, China. Really? That was shady business right there. I was just like, shit, how many people, how many dollars did they collect based on just people saying, okay, well, I guess whatever this fucking thing says, I'm just going to hit the button and say, okay. I wonder how much. You can either paint or vinyl wrap those pickups too. Nah. Dude, of course I'm one of those matchy-match people. That is my whole, you should see my goalie equipment when I was a goaltender. You should see my disc golf setup. But it's not so much matchy-matchy, but have you ever seen me wear a shirt that didn't match the guitar? Go ahead and go back through all of the streams. You go ahead and find me a one stream where the guitar I was playing didn't match the shirt that I was wearing, and I'll give you a free plugin. I don't think you're going to find it. And like sometimes I'll just wear black and white, which matches everything. I love matching shit, dude. But more so with me, I mean, you have to look at this guitar and understand that like safety green does not match this guitar. It's a vision of, I love, if you can't tell, I love light pickups on darker guitar or dark pickups on light guitar. But I love bright pickups that stand out, pow. And so yeah, that's more the way I look at guitars and matching things up. I like to look at things and be like, like with this particular pickup set, the gunmetal hardware looks really good with that gunmetal stripe. Just like on the Heafy set, when it was in my wood grain guitar, it matched it perfectly with like a cream color. It looked wonderful. So yeah, I mean, if you can get those Fishman stripes to match the guitar you're playing, why not? It looks cool, right? I do owe you a free plugin. Just haven't figured out which one I want, which one you want yet. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. As always, you guys know that. And this set, it gets even though there was that thing with the thing with the mini switch, the thing with the mini switch bothers me more than anything. If you're going to put that in every diagram, you need to include that piece of that particular switch, because not everybody, there's an easy way to fuck that up for the average person trying to install those pickups. Oh, I need to order a switch now. And the funny thing is, most people, they don't know that the switch isn't going to come along with it. They won't necessarily read it in the fine print or anywhere else. They might just buy it assuming that they need it, or that it's coming with it. Then all of a sudden, they realize they have to buy one. They're like, shit, that sucks. I have to buy that switch. That could be, depending on where you live, that could be 2 weeks. That could be 3 weeks. That could be a month. Well, depending on where you live in the world and what kind of access you have to like things like eBay and Amazon, depending on where you live, that might be a month before you get that switch. And you're like, shit. Now all these diagrams have the switch in it. Now I've got to go buy the switch, and I've got to be very careful to make sure it's the proper three-way switch. On. Okay, I'm going to get this switch. An extra $34 or an extra $25. Usually those three-way switches aren't going to be too super cheap, depending on if you're buying like the imported ones. But if you're buying one made, by DiMarzio or whatever else, then you're going to be paying a few extra bucks. And then all of a sudden you're waiting a month. That is inconvenient. That is, and whether you like to say it or not, that's inconvenient. So I'm taking off just a mere half point. Before I went from a 1.5 to a point to a half point. I love these pickups so much. And I don't need the mini switch, because we do have a workaround. If you're curious for a workaround, I'm actually going to see if maybe Bo and I can just get a link and post it in the comments. Post it in the description when I post this up. So if you want the wiring diagram, you can just like grab it. And it's a lot easier. If you don't care about that third voicing, which I do not, I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's terrific, but I don't care about it. That being said, do you want me to email and you can tell me what you guys have access to? Yeah, absolutely. I've got your email, so I'll send something over. All right, everybody. Thank you again. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys know that this community is awesome, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be back tomorrow or not, but I might be. Okay? I might be. Okay? Depends on a number of things. But if I am going to be back tomorrow, folks, I've decided if I do the odd Sunday stream, it's going to be in the early afternoon. So it's probably going to be in the ballpark of like 1 o'clock-ish, 12:30, 1 o'clock. So if I'm around, if you guys are around, I'll be here. If not, I will see you guys next Friday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We were supposed to have a guest today. That guest ended up having to work. Nothing we can do about that. So next weekend, we will definitely be having guests, to try to have a guest every Saturday that we can. Someone even just to come in here and chill with us and talk shop and talk plugins. And, we're going to try to get Dan Richardson from Pathology in here. We're going to try to get something hooked up with Gilherme Miranda of Dieth and Entombed AD. If there's somebody you guys would like to see on here, reasonably accessible to us, especially as developers. If you guys would like to see any developers, you want them to come in here and ask them questions about their plugins, let me know. I will make sure they come. I will make sure they get into that chat. I will make sure that we talk shop with them and you guys get to ask them questions. If it gets too in-depth, they might say, no, sorry, that's trade secret. But if there's somebody that you guys want to talk to, let me know. And I will see what I can do about dragging somebody in to chit-chat about whatever it is they do. Thank you once again, and I will see you guys next time.
You need